What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Nina and we do beauty videos here. We do makeup reviews. We do pretty much anything that we want to do. So if you guys want to hang out with me on a weekly, I upload every week. So if you guys want to kick it with me, chill, relax, vibe out, get to know each other, shoot the shit, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you guys are returning, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience with me. For all my day ones, they know it's been a struggle for me on this channel, but oh, my ring just flew off. We are being consistent. We are on here every week. I do apologize for not showing up for 2 weeks. Mental health is very important and everybody goes through their stages of depression, and mine just happened to be for the last 2 weeks. So a lot of personal things that I'm dealing with mentally, physically, emotionally, just life girl, life. So in today's video, we are going to be doing something fun, something that has been highly requested by you guys. It is my Everyday Flawless Foundation. You guys want to dig into what products I use. You guys want to know how I apply my foundation. Concealers, we're going to get into the concealers that I use. We're going to get into the brushes that I use. I'm going to pretty much give you guys all of my secrets as to how I achieve this flawless foundation look on a daily basis. If you guys want to find out how I achieve this flawless foundation routine every day, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our first step of this routine. I have a favorite foundation that I've been using lately. I have mentioned it in my other video, but I will show you guys. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. This foundation is literally my holy grail. I was obsessed with Smashbox for a very long time. You guys know that. I'm a Sagittarius, so we just like to switch things up. You know, we get tired of the same old. So I ended up looking for a different foundation and I found this one and I love it. The foundation we're going in with today. I typically put on my foundation with the brush. I used to use a beauty blender, so when I did my last foundation routine that's somewhere on my channel, you will see that it was like completely opposite, just flipped upside down, completely different. So I use a brush now. I just feel like it pushes it into my skin. Instead of it just sitting on top, I feel like it pushes it into my skin. So I have been using a brush a lot more lately for both my foundation and my concealer. So that's what we're gonna use today. I use this one for my concealer, which is a Morphe brush. So I use this one for my concealer. New one that I've been using though is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. Love this one. I might actually use this one today. This is the brush I use for my color corrector. So you can already see the orange on it. Let's go ahead and start putting on our foundation. I've already primed and I switch up with primers as well. I use a Fenty primer sometimes, or I like to go in with the Milk Makeup. This is the one that I use today to prime with. It's like a little roller like deodorant. We are going to be using a brush for our foundation, and I am going in with this one by Morphe, which is the Morphe E7. You can see it's kind of like angled. I absolutely love this brush so much. Okay, so before we go in with our foundation, I'm going to go in with my color corrector. And lately I've been using the Black Radiance True Complexion HD Corrector. Just gonna apply this in the normal areas. I've been really focusing on my hyperpigmentation that I get in these areas and on my forehead because they are left behind from pimples. I was going through a lot of stress not that long ago, and I still am. I'm learning to manage it a little bit better, but I broke out with a lot of stress bumps, and so you know, they leave behind their ugly little marks, and so I'm working on getting rid of those. And then I like to also color correct here and above my lip, but that's also been getting... You used to call me on my cell phone. It's my mother every time. I also like to color correct above my lip. That's also been getting better. If you guys want a video on what I've been using, if you guys kind of want a skincare video, go ahead and drop a comment below or like this video and give it a thumbs up. What I've been doing is working, and a lot of these things are fading, and I'm really happy about it. I can literally get away with just like some BB cream or lip just concealing certain spots, and I don't even need foundation. But I love a full face, so that's what we're doing today. I'll go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so we're all color corrected. We look a little crazy, but it's okay. It's all gonna come together. Don't worry. So the next step that I like to do after I've color corrected is I like to go in with a powder. And the reason that I do this is because it really helps the smile lines that form right here. If I don't use any sort of powder underneath, even with primer, even with an eyeshadow primer that I used to use in that area, it did not help. It does not work. Within a few times of laughing, like I had deep smile lines and I felt like an 86-year-old lady, and that is just not cute. So my sister put me on, and then a bunch of other videos flooded the beauty community of putting powder before your foundation, and a lot of people still think that it's crazy. Sorry, my shirt's coming down. I don't want you guys to think I'm naked. I find that it really does work for me personally, and it's my holy grail. I do not ever do my foundation without powder first. So we're gonna go in with powder, and I have been trying this new Makeup Revolution powder, which is actually really good for $8, you guys. This was like $7.99 I think at Ulta, and I think they even had a deal, buy one get the other one half off. So I got the Banana Deep. So this is the one that I will be going in with. Just going with my sponge. And I just press it on. I don't want to go under my eyes because we're going to put concealer there. And I just don't want it to be too cakey. So I just try to focus like this. Okay, so we're all powdered and we are ready to start laying our foundation. I'm gonna go in with this little brush. I want to say on the more orange side, but once we buff it in, it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush really fast. Just be careful because you will get it on your clothes. If you're gonna do this, make sure you're blending it. You do not want to get clocked. So blend, 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 ladies. And now for my forehead, I don't really put a lot of foundation. I used to back in the day, but it creases, and I just realized you don't really need all of that. It's just unnecessary and it's a waste of product. So these days I am using a lot less foundation on my forehead. Probably just like that, and then I would just blend it upward. I feel like the forehead is so taut that it's like really pulled. It's not like down here. You just don't want to be clocked, so you want to make sure everything is cohesive. Okay, so we have our foundation on. You can kind of see how this foundation is still a little luminous. It's not too like matte, which I do like, because then we go in with powder later, and if it's already starting off matte, I don't know, it makes me cringe when I see it, people just so powdery and so matte. I'm just like, ugh. So for concealers, I have been going back to my holy grail. I used to use this religiously. Like, you could not put me onto any other concealer when I found this one. Like, it just wasn't happening. I am speaking about the MAC Studio Fix Pro Longwear concealers. I'll show you what they look like. These ones are actually 24 hour. This is a little embarrassing to admit, but we have all done it, so don't even act like you ain't fell asleep in your makeup, okay? Because it has happened to the best of us, especially on a drunk night after a night with the girls. So I have fallen asleep with this on, you guys, and woken up and it did not move. Everything else gone. Right here, anywhere that I placed it, just like I put it on. So I'm amazed by this. I'm going back to it. I love it, especially with summer coming. I don't want anything melting off. It's gonna be getting hot. I'm in California, so I gotta get prepared for the heat, and this is perfect for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I am going in with the shade NC50 is a shade that I would use for a natural day because this actually just blends in with my skin. Oh my god, you guys, it looks so good. You're gonna see. But I want a little bit more brightness today since we are doing full face. So I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade. I'm gonna go ahead and place that on. You do kind of want to move fast with this because it does dry down and it stays. I kind of want to do one eye at a time. So you guys can kind of see how beautifully that blends out, and it's still a little luminous, so it's not very dry, which that is another key thing about this concealer that I really do like. I think I love most just how it blends out like effortlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal in all of my other areas, and then we'll be right back. So I went ahead and concealed all of the typical areas that I conceal: my forehead, down my nose, under the eyes, over the lip, and then the chin area. And as you can see, it's not super brightening, and that's okay because the powder that we're going to go in to set everything is a little bit more brightening. I don't want it to be too bright because then it tends to look drying. I don't know if you guys have noticed that if you're going with a shade that's too light for you, it ends up just looking like dry, and it really shows up in the cracks of your skin and your pores, and it's not cute. So you don't want to go in with anything that's way too light for you. It's just maybe to be a shade or 2 shades lighter than your foundation. So that's what we have here. So now I'm going to go ahead and contour. I think I want a cream contour. Okay, so to contour, I like to go in with my iconic London. This is my holy grail. I love this for a cream contour. When I'm powder contouring over that, you'll see what I'm using. I'm going in with the Fenty Mocha Mommy, which has become one of my favorites. But this is the one I use to cream contour. So we're gonna go ahead and pull our hair back. Going very lightly with this because this is very pigmented, and a little goes a long way. So that's about all, and I like to go in sections just to see where I'm at before I go and contour other areas. We're just gonna kind of like push that in. I really love the finish, I guess, I get with a brush. Not too crazy, but you know, a little crazy, a little crazy. I'm going with my beauty blender because we kind of want that to really blend out. Okay, and then we're gonna go in our forehead areas. I already glued my wig down, so we're just gonna have to try to make this work. And I like to bring it into the hairline. I just feel like it looks more natural that way, and then I bring it over my eyebrow area. So I blend it into my eyebrow, and then whatever's left on the brush, I just pull it and then back into my hairline. Because then it kind of just like leaves that little bit of space right here. And then same on the top, I just bring that over and into the hairline as well. and then I just kind of like buff it down. When I contour my nose, I kind of flare it just to kind of like harden it a little bit, so it kind of helps me place where I want that contour to go. So I kind of, looks weird, but you can see it's like relaxed, and then it kind of just helps me, keeps the brush from sliding off. And I just do that to lay the base down. A lot of girls would just draw it on, but I feel like I'm just not there. I'm too messy and it'd just be a disaster, and my foundation's already on. I will be pissed. So I go in with a little brush. Sorry you guys, my notifications. Rude, I didn't turn my phone off. Oh great, company that doesn't want to pay me. They want me to do work for free. As if. I don't understand that. Like, that's been a big pet peeve of mine lately, are companies reaching out to me wanting to work, but then wanting me to work for free, but wanting me to promote their product, but for free. In what world does that make any sense? Not mine. So I'm over that. It's just not worth it. I don't recommend you guys do that, to be honest. My mom works for an advertising company. She knows the ropes, she knows how it works, and she knows that they have money to pay for advertisement. So that's essentially what they're paying for, is advertisement, promotion. You promoting their product to a wide variety of people on your platform that love and trust you. And I am really big about promoting things that I actually have tried and actually believe in. I actually do try these products out. I don't just receive it and then, hey guys, buy this product, it is amazing, it does this, 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 and that, and I've never tried it. I don't do that. But I'm also a big believer in not working for free. So I know there's a lot of drama going on right now, and I'm just sitting over here like, hey, unproblematic girl over here doing makeup, honest, funny, sweet, genuine. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So before I go in with my setting powder, I like to go in with a pressed powder that's not typically for baking, just because I feel like it doesn't cling as much as baking powder does, and I really want to just kind of like soften this area before I go in with something that grabs on, because I feel like it's a little harsh and it can grab into fine lines, and I really don't like that. And I notice if I go in with the pressed powder beforehand, when I go over top with my baking powder, the finish of it is just a lot nicer. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever, and this is just a translucent pressed powder. It's very lightweight, and I'm gonna go in with this brush, tap it off. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with our banana powder. You guys are gonna see what I mean. Like, it doesn't like grab on, and I don't really bake anyways. I just kind of like blend it in. The only areas that I bake are gonna be the sides of my nose, because I want it to be a little snatched, so we're gonna do that in a minute. And my smile lines once again. Even though we put powder underneath, I wanna secure that area. So I do go over my smile lines again with powder. So we're going to set our nose so that it can just be a little bit more snatched. And then we are baking our smile lines. And then because we're gonna go in with eyeshadow, I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder here. Just so that if anything falls, the powder will catch it. And at the same time, it can brighten up a little bit more. So while this is setting and baking, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes really quick off camera. I wanted this video to be a little bit more focused on the foundation and contour kind of thing, not so much the eyeshadows. And for the sake of time, I just want to go ahead get that done. My camera's dying anyway, so I'm going to switch out my battery, and then I'll be right back to finish off everything else on the face. Okay? See you guys in a minute. And we are ready to take this off. I just wanted to do something very basic with my eyes. I didn't want to go too crazy because this video is more focused on the foundation routine. I almost forgot this step, you guys. So I don't always do this step, but today I feel like it needs it. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. I just felt like that needed to be cleaned up a bit. So we're gonna let that sit for just a little while. Okay, I totally forgot to put my eyelashes on, you guys. What's wrong with me? So I almost forgot to do like my eyelashes, my bottom eyeshadow. So I went ahead and did that off camera. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Spray, and I'm just gonna spray my face. We want everything to blend in, okay? So I like to do my whole face, okay? So, ooh, don't spray it down your throat like I did. I just want everything to kind of melt together. Okay, so we have our highlighter, and we are going to go in with Smoky Quartz by Becca Cosmetics. We're going to go ahead and throw on some blush, and then we are going to finish this look off with our setting powder. So this is the MAC Burnt Copper. I kind of like to place it where I put my contour. Just like right above, like in between where the contour is and the highlighter. Okay guys, I know I keep like coming back with like something else done that I did off camera. So I'm sorry, I forgot to do my lips. So now we're gonna finish off this foundation routine with our setting powder. I love this setting powder. It's really funny that I'm picking all of these things back up because I stopped using this for a long time. I used to have the loose one, but I found this one and I'm just like, oh wow, they turned it into a pressed powder. I wonder how that works. If it's still the same, it's still the same. I love it. It blurs. It just gives you such an airbrushed look. You guys are gonna see like the shiny areas on my face are just going to literally disappear. Like, I love it. And I just kind of like pat it. I don't go too heavy. This area for me tends to get really oily and it's really annoying. So I really try to focus any sort of moisture absorbing powder, blot powder. Blot powder is a really good one to use, you guys. If you can get your hands on that, it's really good to use. And also, blot papers are your best friend, okay? If you don't have your makeup to do a touch-up or anything like that, and you notice you're getting oily, I love blot papers. You can find them anywhere, any beauty store, anything like that. So you can kind of see everything really looks seamless now. It looks matte, but it doesn't feel matte. We still have the shine on our cheeks. Everything is just really seamless. This is my holy grail finishing powder. I absolutely love it. Keep it with you, keep it in your bag. Keep a brush handy. If not, use the blot powders, but I definitely recommend this. It really sucks up the moisture and any oils, and it just keeps it away a lot longer. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. This is what I typically do for my foundation, for my concealers, for my contour. This has been my typical everyday flawless foundation routine that works for me. This isn't the end all be all, you know, this isn't like, obviously you guys know that different things work for different people, and I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys because I get a lot of questions about what products I use, what foundation I use, if I could do a foundation routine for you guys. So I want to make you guys happy, so that's what I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have the products listed below of everything that I used in the video today with links to these sites if you guys want to purchase them. There are some things in here that are a little bit pricey, but I feel like most of it is very affordable. So all of that will be down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, and if you guys enjoyed seeing my face, and if you guys want to see me again. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My social media links will be linked down below. You guys already know the drill. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you are aware the second, the minute, the day, the night, the hour that I upload, so you don't miss a beat. And I will see you guys in my next video. Alright? I love you guys. Bye!